Welcome to this week's episode of Beyond the Trenches, presented by One Mic Media. We are here this week to discuss Week 12 in the National Football League, to give all of our thoughts and opinions, and of course, give our thoughts about next week's games as well. Of course, I could do this without the usual team. Got to bring in first up the right hand man, my guy Daryl. What's good, Daryl?
Good, bro. Good to be back. A lot to talk about. Let's get it.
Lots and lots to talk about. This man, he's sitting pretty first place in everything right now. Is his football season to, possibly go down. We'll see how it goes. But my man Jeff was good, Jeff.
Yeah. One of the greatest seasons. Yeah, we know. We know.
And last up, man, this man had a hard Sunday. Might even have a hard Friday and Saturday. We're gonna see, but I gotta get his thoughts about this. My man Jordan was good, Jordan.
It was good, man. Good to be back. Definitely have a lot to talk about.
Lots to talk about. It was a good week of football, man. A lot of games, man. A lot of surprises, a lot of thoughts and whatever. But let's start, man. The game of the week, which was Sunday, Cowboys and Eagles. Cowboys shut out the Eagles in the second half to come back and win in that particular game. Y'all thoughts on that? Who want to go? Joe, you want to go first?
No,
let me go first. Let me go first. Let me say.
Go ahead, down. Go ahead.
Not the way. Yeah, definitely a surprise game. We all saw how the Eagles came up, but I want to kind of focus on what led to the comeback for real. I think the Eagles secondary reared its ugly head again. For a few weeks though, I know early in the season it was kind of questionable who they had. I think Bradbury was starting for them, and it was just a lot of issues there. But they cleaned it up. But this game really was started with that, with the yards per catch, especially with Turpin and GP in the second half. That put the Cowboys in a good field position, and really the Eagles, they just couldn't keep drives alive in the second half. Kept getting stopped on third down, whether it be incompletions from Hurts or Saquon getting stopped. Speaking of Saquon, this lack of production is a problem. I said it early in the season that it might be a good thing to slow rolling him until closer to the end of the year, but we're not seeing that pick up. And that fumble he had in the second half, that was huge. And that's what that kind of, for me, that started the domino effect. Because right after that, the punt return fumble happened, and it was kind of downhill from there. For the Cowboys, I feel like their second half adjustment was key. I think I saw Dak threw more compared to the first half, and it was trying to lean more on the run. And I really just think the Cowboys' recent trades and combination of the recent loss they had, it kind of rallied this team. I feel like the D line, well, with Quentin Williams, that's just solved a lot of problems for them. I think they're getting Overshawn healthy. That's helped out a lot. And really that loss to galvanize that locker room. I think they're on a 2-win streak right now. So and I think that tie is definitely going to hurt them as far as like the wild card and playoff seedings. But definitely a much needed win for them against we all know it's one of the best rivals in football. But really, it's a lot of the problem with the Eagles. We didn't see this last year. We saw the Eagles start slow and then pick up and then full steam ahead and then take a step back. This game was a step back for them. But the differences with this year, they don't have the same play call they had last year. I'm not sure if the locker room is together like it was last year. So definitely a lot of questions. I still think they're one of the top seeds and the top teams in the NFC, and they're still shooting for the Super Bowl. But they got a lot to clean up, and this may be this comeback loss and maybe an eye opener for them as far as stop feeding into the drama and just lock in together to keep moving.
All right, Jeff, why don't you go on the Eagles and the Cowboys in the game and your thoughts on those two teams right now?
Well, I mean, it was a good game, honestly, in my opinion. I mean, it's kind of like this. The first game was close, really. The first game really wasn't a blowout or anything of that magnitude. It was really a close game. A couple drops here and there, which is a continuing thing. But honestly, I think this was a real good game from Jalen Hurts. I don't know, throwing he threw 39 times, which is normally not a formula for him, but 289 yards, a passing touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. This got to go on the defense, and honestly, this got to go on the offensive coordinator. We've been talking about this dude all season long, how trash he is, and really, he doesn't have complimentary football set up. He doesn't run the ball as much when he's throwing the ball. When he's running the ball, he doesn't throw it as much. So, as you know, you're facing those two things. The Cowboys, yeah, they were hot coming in, all beating the Raiders at home. So they kind of had a little mojo with them, and that was all fine and dandy. But I think the Eagles, they let their foot off the gas. You did have the turnovers on the kick return, and you also had the Saquon fumble that kind of led to it. But they also had 14 penalties for 96 yards. And if anytime you lead the game in penalties, it's probably going to be a bad thing for you. Third downs, both teams were tied 5 for 12. The Eagles, I mean, they was just hot. They just let their foot off the gas with this one. I wanted them to smoke the Cowboys so they can kind of like send a message, but at the same time, you start to see a little bit of resistance and hesitation with them being it's actually the dominant team they could be. Look, that play, I don't know. George Pickens seems to he eats when it's time to play the Eagles. I don't know. He played well the first game. He played well this game. And I don't think you can put those slot cornerbacks on guys like CD and George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name is really good, but when you start putting them slot guys on him, he start going up and just catching the 50-50 balls at the highest point, you have a problem. What I want to see from the Eagles, look, 21 points, you get up 21-9. Most times you got to get off the sticks. You know how to go, Jordan. You get off the mad sticks, baby. It's over for you. But when you go into halftime, you basically got to come out like it's 0-0 again. I don't think the Eagles did that. I think they went in, they took their foot off the gas. The Cowboys came out with some urgency. They had something to prove. But, I mean, honestly, this game really don't mean nothing to me. I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't. It doesn't. We know they can beat the Cowboys, but we still have yet to see one full, complete four-quarter football game from the Philadelphia Eagles. The crazy part is the first 7 games they was held scoreless in the first quarter. And they broke that thing. They've got 2 halves where they had 0 points, the Green Bay game and this second half. So that's a scary thing. Like you're only playing 20, half the game. That's not going to bode well in the playoffs. So we got to see some production out of that. But other than that, damn, the Cowboys, it gave them a glimmer of hope for the playoffs. I mean, I don't think they have a shot, but they look good on offense for sure in that second half.
Jordan, your thoughts on your team?
So I agree with some of the things that Daryl said, some of the things that Jeff said. At the end of the day, like the thing with me is like they haven't put together a full 4 quarters at all this whole entire season, and they're 8-3.
Mm-hmm.
So what can I really even complain about? Did the loss piss me off because it was Dallas? Absolutely. And in the fashion in which they lost, absolutely. It was a reminder of the Denver game. Up 21-3. We don't score. We can't keep drives going. We beat ourselves. When the Eagles lose games, every loss that the Eagles have had this year, they have beaten themselves. Turnovers and penalties. When they don't do that, the Eagles win the game, and it's in the numbers, and I'm sure Jeff will find the numbers or can figure that out. You feel me? But I know for sure we're one of the best teams in the league when we don't do those 2 things. So, and I was happy about AJ having a good game, so maybe we can carry that over into this Friday. So, other than that, and then it was like the second half, right. Dallas made adjustments. George Pickens is a beast. I've been said George Pickens was a monster. Right. You talk about putting the slot guys. You could put anybody on him. He's going to be bigger, probably faster, probably stronger than the guy in front of him. So the 50-50 balls, he's the best 50-50 ball receiver in the league, hands down. And he's showing you that. I feel like I said this shit like a year ago, or even I'm like, yo, he has top 10 talent, 101%. He just needed a quarterback that was gonna throw him the fucking ball, and Dallas does everything. They make him do everything that he does well in. So it's just I've been saying at the beginning of the year when we first started in the first show, I said Dallas not gonna be ass as long as they got Dak and CD. Now they got GP. We knew they was gonna have an offense. The running game came out of nowhere with Javonte Williams, and that our defense did get a little bit better. I'm not saying that they're about to go to the playoffs, but they're not gonna be sorry for the rest of the year. You feel me? As far as for us, this better be a wake up call though. This better be a fucking wake up call. Because, like I said, every game we lost, they beat themselves, and it was the same shit as the Denver game. So, doing the same shit is the definition of insanity. So, y'all better get it the fuck together. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if Pachulo got to take a step back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit. I always say, like, players got to play. Coaches got to coach. Majority of the time, I don't like really blaming coaches. Like, sometimes I do, but at the end of the day, motherfuckers got to play. So, like, Fangio got out coached in the second half, and Dak really started slinging that shit to GP. That's what really led the charge in the fucking turnovers and the penalties in the second half. So as long as they clean that shit up, be 8-3. Bears take the -6. We covering.
It's a good football team.
During giving our early picks, stuff like that. It was -6. Let me give my thought. Let me start with Dallas because I'm gonna give my football analyst thoughts on these games because I'm off.
Start where you want to start at.
I'm off of my high from Sunday that I was on.
I'm just telling you to start. Yeah,
you want to do the show after the game?
He did.
We had to pick you up because at 4:30 you was real low. At 4:30 you was real low.
We talk about
that game picked you up. Well, I'm talking about you at the movies, nigga. You was over there. Shit.
I was at the movies.
He didn't want to watch his team, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, so with the Dallas Cowboys, I think it's a lot of good, but it's too little, too late. I think they pretty much got it. They 5-5-1. They pretty much the way the NFC is built, and all those teams in the North and the West, they're gonna have to win out to make the playoff. And I don't think they can do that. They're not good enough to win that many straight games. So I don't see it. But we'll see. Again, like we talked about earlier before the show, in the background, I would franchise GP, bring him back. But I do like the additions of Quentin Williams for the run defense. It's gotten a lot better than it was. And defense overall, I think Shotty's a good coach. I said it when he hired him. I think he's going to be there for a while. I think he'll be doing. He'll know how to motivate the team. And I think Dak is playing better than he was before he was out last year. So he looks more confident than me. And he actually ran a little bit. He was mad confident on that run for the touchdown. So
you got them receivers.
Yeah, but even in the run that he did or whatever like that. You know what I mean? But like Brady Aubrey, they got they got good players in like mad positions and shit like that. You know what I mean? The kicker and shit. They're real good. And I think GP.
I got you.
And Aubrey good. Aubrey's money, bro. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
yeah. From like 60, bro. Honestly, so speaking of that, Nick Sirianni, which was dumb by the way, but he said the reason why he didn't press to score at the end of the half, he was like, because we turn the ball over, they got Aubrey. He can hit it from anywhere. So they was literally scared of Aubrey, so they didn't press at the end of the half and shit like that. That's how bad it is. Yeah. So anyway, though, but and then GP, man, like I wish we could have honed his whatever with Pittsburgh because he's definitely talented. It's just he was beefing with the team. I mean, Mike Tomlin would have said too much with it like that. But maybe Shotty was who he needed. I don't know, but it's working out for him. And Jeff Wright, they played y'all tough the first game. What if a CD drops? Who knows where that game would have happened? But I told you, Jordan, when you said the first game, you said, that DeJean could guard. I said he cannot guard him on the perimeter, bro. And Jeff's right, he can't guard CD.
He can guard CD. That was a great throw by him.
Bro. He can't guard CD either.
He was CD on him. That was a great throw.
Bro, CD has 4 drops. He already had 75 yards. He would have had over 100 with the drops.
Yeah,
clearly over 100.
I mean, they had to put all them. Like honestly, listen. All I know is ain't nobody really douching on Quinyon. I ain't see.
He got cooked a little bit.
He got him too.
He scared everybody.
Listen, Quinyon don't begin. Quinyon be strapping shit.
They ain't strap GP though.
Quinyon be strapping shit.
I hear you, but Daryl's right. The secondary.
Sometimes niggas get got. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only corner I never really seen get got, I ain't gonna lie to you, is Darrell Reeves. I swear to God, I don't think I ever seen him.
Burnt by Moss. What you talking about?
That was the one time ever.
Both times. Both them games, bro.
No, that's the only time.
Revis 2009 was crazy, but 2010-11, he was trying to get cooked a little bit after that.
All right, what that season?
That year though, nobody. I agree.
Nobody ever is going to do that. Yeah, he was tweaking.
I agree. But I was surprised more so because how Jeff was talking about y'all defensive line. Dak had a clean pocket. Dak wasn't running for his life. Dak was just standing back there slinging that bitch. So I was surprised in the second half. So I was surprised the defensive line, especially with the lead, didn't show up more. You know, Dak had 350. You know what I mean? And
they got tired.
You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like that was a surprising to me. Like Phillips had those first couple games that he ain't really been do as much sense or whatever since he got traded. But you know, I don't think I wouldn't say they didn't foot off the gas though, Jeff, because they threw the ball. You know what I mean? So I think the game plan was bad. I was with you. Like they ran the ball 4 times in the second half to Saquon. They should, if they upped that much, they should have been running the ball. I thought they had their foot on the gas.
That's foot off the gas, really. Like you know, you ground and pound him.
They didn't have. He's not getting any running lanes. But there were a couple.
Like that one post you sent, he is missing holes too.
That was crazy.
That was 40 yards easy.
Was
like
crazy because that would have been a home run.
Yeah, that was.
Well, I do want to say that
shit like that too.
He had 450 touches last year. Normally, with that many touches, you come back and not good the next year.
Yeah,
I think he's tired. I would get a ball to Tank Bigsby more often.
Tank is tired.
He's tired. He's tired.
450 touches. That's we talking.
Still,
that's
bro,
it.
Nah, bro. Like when
he ain't young, bro.
He still makes explosive plays like when given the opportunity, bro.
But not for a full game, bro.
That nigga not,
bro.
It was even a one joint. It was like on 3rd and 2.
All right,
Ball came in the background.
All right. If you go look at the running back
like,
season after they had 2K, close to 2K, they all drop off a lot, bro. When you get that many touches, that many carries, run that much, your next season's always bad. Even
but it's not because of him though. Like he's not.
It's partly him too, bro.
He's not tired though. Like he's not. Like,
how do we say
he's wear and tear?
Yeah,
nah, it's not.
He's almost 30 too. He's not young. The nigga ain't 24 years old,
bro. You shouldn't even have drafted the nigga fantasy because it's proven, yo. When niggas have 2,000 yards, they should go down next season, bro.
Man. It can go down. I expected that, but it's not wear and tear.
All right. Well, I would run Bigsby actually 9 yards of carry right now. I would run Bigsby more if I was there, whatnot. And I get and Bigsby on the same team getting the same fucking lanes, but he averages 9 yards of carry. So to me, it's wear and tear. AJ happy. Of course, AJ might be happy with the loss because he got his yards and shit like
that's crazy work.
AJ might be cool for y'all offense though. It is crazy, like Jeff said. You got all these. Listen, man. I know you think y'all a championship team, but the shit don't happen to championship teams. All these 0-point second halves. What happened?
We're going back.
I hear you, but I'm just saying, normally that don't happen to championship teams. Where they'll score in the first quarter.
That's okay.
0-point halves.
January.
Right.
Go ahead.
Y'all lead the league and punts or something like that right now, which is crazy. 3 and out
on the first quarter. That's just wow.
Like, 3 and out percentage or whatever. It's like top 3 or whatever in the league. That's not normal for a championship team. That's all I'm saying. So I don't know if it's too low. The offense is there. But when you look at the championship teams, like of the years, look at that. You're never gonna see those type of stats for them.
And guess what you're gonna be saying in January? God,
I'm just saying.
I told you, nigga. How we gonna be there?
Right,
I'm gonna be sitting there like, man, I told y'all niggas like.
And you always playing the record, right?
Team, you know. By week 12, ain't put together full 4 quarters.
You never seen it. I've
never seen that.
Hey, listen. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
That's the homer part of you right there. Because
the switch going flip. Because listen, look.
The
switch going flip. It's going to bring the dogs.
We saw it last year.
It's going to bring the dogs out. They're going to bring the dogs out. It's going to get real sad. Y'all going to be like, oh.
Are they going to flip it this Friday?
And here they go again. And I'm going to just keep talking my shit.
Like Jeff said, they can't they can't figure out to have a balanced offense. Either the passing game good, the run game bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But anyway, Cowboys, I don't want to stay on this all day. Cowboys, good win. They're not gonna make the playoffs, but it's a good turnout. Eagles, good luck. That's all I gotta say.
You still got that? Hey, Mike, you still got that future in?
I might cash out though. I might cash out. They're 8-3, and it's looking like I can cash out.
I'm telling you now. All right, you gonna be sick. I'm telling you. All right, you gonna be sick.
Remember, 2 years ago it was 11-1.
I'm not, bro. I don't even think like I'm not more confident. Like I'm more confident in like Ohio State definitely getting back to the chip and winning like 100%. Like there's nobody can tell me that. But I'm like 70% confident the Eagles are going back to the bowl.
Okay.
70%.
Yeah, for sure.
With that offense, know what they doing?
For
That's
sure,
crazy.
because they've looked worse.
And what
still
your boy
with-
Stafford doing too. You got
I don't care
cleaned up
about
when
none of
you see
that.
him because
You
he
I
gonna
don't care
get
about
y'all right
none of
out of
that.
there. He gonna get y'all right out of there.
And the Rams
We've already-
defense good
we've
too,
already
though. Don't
beaten
sleep.
them.
Like,
We beat them twice. I think
because the block field goal y'all beat them. Don't forget.
Now whoop their ass twice last year. That's cool. And then they come get it again. We beat them this year. They come get it again. They want like, listen, man.
I might have to go to them.
I fear
There you
no
go down.
team. I fear no team. When the playoffs start, y'all gonna be like, oh, this shit go again. These motherfuckers.
Thursday night football. The Texans played the Texans. Got a surprise win on the Bills, man. Like another Mr. High team. But the Texans did win. Josh Allen had a horrible game after having a 6 touchdown game the week before. Jeff, what's your thoughts on the Bills and Texans and the Bills right now, man?
The Houston defense was on his ass. I mean, 8 sacks, the game-sealing interception, and the offensive coordinator in Buffalo. I don't know what the hell's going on. James Cook was cooking the first half. He had the 45-yard tutty, but he ain't really do shit in the second half. So, and that's kind of what you're going to get. That Texans defense is built up from the draft, signing some free agents. That shit is stout for real, man. Like the corners, Stingley, then you got the front line with Anderson. It's just crazy all over the place. Hunter on the other side of him. So I think this is one of those games where the Buffalo Bills, like maybe they shot their whole load the week before with the Josh getting the 6 touchdowns. Because again, he came back the next week and the defensive line was just on him all night. And that's like I said, that's a true testament. You can do that and play with a backup quarterback and still win the game, because if your defense is playing lights out like that, that's what you're going to get. But, in that regard, again, I've been preaching this all season. The Buffalo Bills just don't give James Cook enough possessions, man. Like, honestly, he just doesn't get enough touches. I really put him up in there with the Gibbs of the world, those, fast, young, quick back. I do. If he got the same amount of touches, I promise you he would have the same amount of production. But he doesn't have the same amount of touches. And that's something interesting.
This might be your people's Jordan.
Yeah, it gotta be. Yeah. Gotta be. Shout out though, popping in though. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? So the Buffalo Bills, they're gonna figure out who they are, man. They're either Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde, one or the other. But at the end of the day, you can't rely on Josh to be a superhero. They tried to put the ball in his hands week before. It worked out for him. You can't do it twice in a row, because we know when he has the ball in his hands a whole lot, he's going to have high production of turnovers. So once the Buffalo Bills get that figured out, that'll be a good thing. But they let the Texans off the hook, and the Texans now in the hunt for the AFC South, along with the Titans, along with the Colts and the Jaguars. So I mean, I think Texans 6-5, Jaguars 7-4, Colts 9-2. Something like that, 9-3. So that's gonna be an interesting division. But I mean, this game was all about the defense. That like I said, the Texans they just rushed. They got lockdown corners, Stingley. They got safeties. They all over the place. They got linebackers. That defense is crazy. I can't wait for Stout to come back. See how it's gonna look. Damn, I forgot Mixon ain't even played all season, has he?
He's not coming back. Yeah, he's not coming
back either. Yeah.
No,
that killed their offense, man.
It did because Chubb is washed.
Chubbs. Nigga said, "Oh, he came back from 3 ACL surgeries."
Yeah, Drew was on that Chubb shit. Yeah, Jordan, your thoughts on the Texans and the Bills in that game, man?
It was a good game. Right, defense was just balling. I kind of had a feeling that Texas was going to be able to win that game just because their defense and the way that the Bills had came off the game against Tampa. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like just a setup. You know what I'm saying? And in that type of game, that's like one of them games where it's like, okay, you could say like if Buffalo had a guy like Nico Collins, you know what I'm saying, or a guy like AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? A number one wide receiver, maybe, things could be different for him. But not when, you can't protect him. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if he's MVP, Superman, whatever. Hopefully the Texans can get on the run with CJ Stroud. He can come back, get Nico Collins the ball, because he's still like that. He just need to get the ball. You feel me? They can get it to him, but the Bills are still going to make the playoffs. We know that. You know what I'm saying? And just because of their pedigree and what they've done, I know they haven't won a Super Bowl or anything like that, but they've been in a mix. So I would still never really count them out, like, regardless. Like, they've had some bad losses this year. I don't really see this as a bad loss, because I still think the Texans are a good team and a good defense. I just think it was, like, a bad fit for them at the moment, like, just with how the game that they had, the prior week. So
Okay, Daryl.
Yeah, definitely defense has carried the Texans. Just kept their playoff hopes alive for real. Like Jeff said, 8 sacks, 1 fumble, 2 picks. I was kind of worried not starting this defense in fantasy, just because I didn't think they were gonna do this to Josh Allen. And that Bills team, that Bills team, man, it's like I feel like that win against the Chiefs was their Super Bowl because ever since then, like haven't really. I mean, they got that bad loss to the Dolphins. They had that shootout against the Bucks that they won, and now this. So it just whenever they just don't have that get up or that motivation, this is what we see. And we all know what happens when they meet the Chiefs in the playoffs as well. So I don't get it with them. I saw they signed Brandon Cooks. I'm not sure how much that helps. Like as far as like, yeah, I mean, I feel like he's been playing for the last 20 years, just running go routes, just running go routes his whole career. So
that's wild.
We'll see what that happens. But they just can't stop the run. Like as far as like the biggest issue with the Bills and with AFC teams running the ball, top AFC teams running the ball well. Add that in with Allen turnovers. It's not a recipe for them getting over the hump like that, like they've been trying for the last 3 or 4 years. So. This is just another example of why I didn't put too much stock on that Chiefs win because again, there's a lot of holes in this team, and I feel like we gonna see some shakeup as far as the all season. If they don't, I mean, the goal is to win the Super Bowl. I mean, what they've been through, what they built themselves up. If anything less than Super Bowl, changes have to be made. So I feel like this is just a step in that direction. They're still in that wild card. I mean. Drake May just took over that division, so they got to fight for the wild card, and it's a crowded fight for the wild card because Chiefs getting they win, Jaguars, you got the Jags, and now the Texans in there too as well. So and then also whoever doesn't win the AFC North may throw them in there as well. So it's not going to be a pretty road for them, but again, I don't think they have what it takes as far as getting over the hump. I do agree with Jeff. I feel like James Cook is definitely talented, one of those top backs. They don't lean on him that much. It's almost a situation where I feel like they kind of what they did with Stephon Diggs, they got to do with James Cook as far as make him the focal point, take the pressure, some of the pressure off of Josh Allen, and to ease things up a bit. So we'll see. But it was a big win for the Texans. But it's a shame for them because if they had the defense. Mix that with what they got from Mixon last year and some level of C.J. Stroud being healthy and not taking care of the ball. This could be a powerhouse in the AFC, but hopefully they can keep this defense together. They can get some things done on offense in the offseason and make some noise in the future. But really, it's just their defense is going to carry them to whatever, but their offense is going to kind of limit them to as far as like that bottom tier wild card if they make it.
Yeah, I think the Colts got so far ahead they can't win the division, and I think that I don't think it's too many other teams vying for it, so I don't think they'll get in. I think the quarterback play for them hasn't been good this season from the starter or Mills. Mills had some okay games, Stroud too, but not consistently good the whole time. Nico's been in and out of the lineup, but the defense is right to stout. What a defensive coach! But I do want to say, of them 8 sacks, some of them was on Josh. Man, he was running around the whole fucking world and stuff like that. So I think that they definitely got to make some change in the offseason with the Bills. Get another legit weapon. Keon Coleman didn't work out, obviously, so they got to do something better. But I think again, man, like the coach got to go to me. I think at this point it's
I'm saying that.
Yeah, it got to change. And if the Chiefs with the Chiefs being down like they are, if they don't get in or they fall off early and the Buffalo Bills still don't get to the Super Bowl, it's like, yo, the Chiefs not in your way. You still can't get to the Super Bowl. That's bad, man. So, and then, like I said last week, they've been good for so long, they done fucked around and let the Patriots get good again and shit like that. So now, in a bad way, man. I just feel like I'm with you, Jeff. Give Cook the ball more. Cook is a beast. Bro is nice. You know what I mean? And try to get balanced. But Josh,
he ain't better than his brother.
He is.
Brother ain't had no breakaway speed, man.
But Josh down hit his turnovers, man. He got 9 interceptions this year already. He only had 6 last year, the whole year. So he's really fumbling, turning the ball over. He's looking like old Josh, and we don't like old Josh, man. So he got to figure out how to dial it back. He's so talented, but sometimes he try to do too much. So yeah, I think the Bills gonna have a long way to go. Next up was Sunday night football. Who did I play Sunday night? Oh, yeah, Stafford and those Rams. They blew out the Bucks for the easy victory. Darryl, what's your thoughts on? No, Jordan, you start this time. What's your thoughts on the Rams and the Bucks?
Man, that was a shitty game. Because I thought that was gonna be a good game. Two good teams. Rams, they came in there. Buccaneers came in there and got blitzed. 2.5. Matt Stafford carved that shit up early. You feel me? Sad season by the fucking second quarter. I'm like, oh, and then Baker got hurt. I'm like, oh, it's baloney out here, man. Bucks might be fool's gold. You get what I'm saying? They had the last couple bad weeks. You know, the offense not as I know Mike Evans is out and they got Bucky Irvin out. You know what I'm saying? But still thought, you know, with Ibuka and even the other receivers that they got, they'd be able to keep it together, and they just haven't. You know what I'm saying? They've fallen off, and now Baker got hurt. They got two gloves. They got Teddy two gloves. I don't know about that. Listen. They better go call somebody because I don't know if they're going to be able to win no games with Teddy two gloves. I ain't going to cap.
They did. They called Teddy.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. But, that was sad. And the Rams look like the best team in the league right now. I ain't even going to cap. They look like the best team in the league on both sides of the ball with their explosiveness and the way that they're playing on the defensive side. And, I got the, utmost respect and trust in Matt Stafford. And he might be the leading MVP right now, the way he's playing and the way he got that team playing. I think he got 30 touchdowns and two picks.
Which is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Nah, he got they said he had 20 touchdowns and 0 interceptions straight.
Yeah, it's just the way he's playing. And they was talking about weird shit in the off-season trades. I'm like, yo, y'all are smoking dope. Like, this man is a Hall of Famer. What
if you get an MVP, he is shoo-in. If not, I don't know. But
he's going to.
He got a ring, bro. Come on, man.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
And he's gonna have. And when you look at the numbers, you're gonna be like the list of the numbers. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
His numbers crazy.
His numbers is
but
crazy.
His win-loss record for the Rams is horrible though. So I don't know.
Nah, bro. He won way more with the Rams than he did with the bum-ass Lions.
That's what I said before the Rams. His win-loss record was horrible.
Yeah, and the only reason why they ever won games was because of him.
Okay. I don't know, my name.
Right.
He got to throw on the ball.
Got a small forward at wide receiver.
He got to throw on the ball, nigga.
My grandmother could throw Megatron the ball. What's wrong with you, boy? Come on, don't discredit Megatron like that.
Stafford been that boy.
Okay.
Stafford been that.
He been talented. I guess he.
Ben was putting up numbers and shit.
He been choking a lot of big games too, though. I want to be clear.
It was the Lions.
Nigga, they had Megatron. What the fuck?
What the fuck? So what?
They had a defense. They had Dominican Sue at his prime.
So what? No, they was bud. That shit was bud. That shit was bud. They all used to fool straight.
Stafford
included.
Weak ass coach. No, that shit was poor.
Stafford was throwing 3.
He got a real coach, went to a real team, and got the dub. And got the job done.
All right, man. Who was it? Rams Bucks. Jeff, your thoughts of the game, man?
It was a Matthew Stafford showcase. Honestly, in my opinion. Look, man, the Bucks been playing half manned all season, no receivers. Yeah. They on their third running back now with fucking Tucker. You know what I'm saying? They just putting this shit together with super glue and duct tape right now, right? Come on, let's be for real. So, see what the Rams did to them. Like I said, Matthew Stafford's got 25 straight touchdowns with no interceptions. His 2-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio is the most in all-time history. He tied the NFL record for 27 straight completions, which is crazy work. What he's displaying right now on the field. That team is really suited and booted for a long run, like they did last year. They had a long run. They ran up, to the super eventual champs. But you got the 2 receivers, the dynamic receivers. You got 2 running backs. You know what I'm saying? You got a tight end you can mix in there a little bit. The defensive line, like I said, with Jared Verse, the other guy, Fisk, he's hooping the young boy, number 55. The corners are kind of coming together and everything. So it's really hitting the ceiling at the right time. And I just don't think the Bucks had any chance at that, honestly, at this game. it looked good on paper as far as the records go, but the Bucks been getting by the hairs on their chin, and the Bucks has stopped here now, pun intended. So it's like one of those things where it's you David meets Goliath at some point. But as far as the Rams, they just did whatever they wanted to do. You can't damn, Puka don't play good. You got Devontae, shit, and we not even just going to discard the Devontae Adams there. It's like one of the underrated players this season itself, because everybody looks at Puka so highly.
Yeah, he's leading the league in tutties.
Nobody even talking about that shit. It's crazy.
But what's crazy, not to cut you off, Jeff, is all his touchdowns are like 3 yards or less.
They are. They don't hand the ball.
He got 4 1-yard passing touchdowns.
Yeah,
Devontae.
yeah. He's a monster at the 5 yard line.
He's still like that.
He's a monster. And listen, let's not get this fucked up. Let's give it up for fucking Sean McVay, man. I'm saying, he literally took Jared Goff to the chip. He said, "Fuck, let's swap this shit out. I bet you I could take another guy to the chip too." And he did that. Mm-hmm. And he looked like he primed for another run. Sean McVay, he always beats the shit out of Shanahan. He just be doing him dirty. All them cats from that coaching tree that they all come from, he be putting the brakes off on them too. So Sean McVay is really that guy. Young, energetic guy. I like that organization. I like the moves that they made. They're looking real good. But in this game was just like another step on this pedestal. And next week they get the Panthers. I mean, so Stafford's streak might continue to go for like another 30.
I don't know. The Panthers got secondary. We're gonna see. But
my boy, did you see? No, cut it out. Did you see what happened last night? You see Bryce last night?
No, not the win. I'm talking about the
I ain't trying to hear that shit. They got Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn. I don't give a fuck.
J.C. Horn, nice, bro.
Yeah, beat it, nigga.
All right, now your thoughts on the Rams? Rams and Bucks.
Yeah, that's what before I can. This is a MVP Stafford showcase, basically. And if you just look at their offense, they got a formula down. Basically, as far as getting them to the red zone, Puka and Kyron is getting them down the field, and then Adams, he just finished the job. I think this game he broke the record for most touchdowns with 1 yard or less, something like that. It's kind of what y'all touching on. And Stafford is slick though, because I remember in the offseason he was like, "Oh, my back hurt. I can't play. I can't do training camp." That was all just for him to chill to do what he's doing now. That's what I'm saying, because no signs of injury. This might be the best season he's ever had, especially at this age. It's kind of crazy. And with the Bucks, I said it before, the only chance they have winning in the type of games is shootouts. And just when you play a good defense like the Rams have, it's going to be hard, especially with not having the full weapons, which has been kind of the case most of the year. And then now with Baker hurt, we're not sure how that's going to go. Definitely put themselves in trouble as far as the division now. Well, not too much trouble, because they Panthers, they're still inexperienced and not good enough, not good as them. So, but they still got 2 games against the Panthers, so they still got to take care of business, or they can see themselves out. But really, this is just another showcase for the Rams, making a statement as far as, like Jordan said, one of the best, probably the best team in the league, and just another MVP, another this game on the MVP resume for Stafford, for real. And I think they already played the Eagles, so not too much tests before their regular season, so they just stay healthy. They just keep taking care of business. They're going to be possibly that number 1 seed, and everything will have to go through them.
Yeah, for them, hopefully they get the bye. I mean, everything y'all said, I'm gonna say a lot. I'm gonna echo that, and I'm rooting for Stafford. You know what I mean, to get the MVP going down the line. But they built, the GM was really good over there too. They built that team really good.
Les something, right? What is his name? Les something.
That's Snead, I think.
Snead.
Yeah, Les Snead. Yeah,
that's the fucking really, picks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's good too. And like you said, Jeff, the Bucks just can't. It's one person after another. It's Bucky, then it's Evans, now it's Baker. The health is just killing their whole season. Honestly, if the Panthers wasn't so them and Atlanta didn't fall off, they probably wouldn't make the playoffs. But they're probably gonna make it win division some kind of way. But I think Bucky was a bigger loss for them without having that type of running back a little bit. And we'll see. And their defense ain't really that great. It's okay. It's at times okay, at times not. They got some names on the defensive line and stuff like that, but they don't always show up, especially in the secondary for me. So I think they got to build that defense a little bit better. Moving on. Last night, Jeff's Niners and Panthers. He's watching last night though. But Niners and Panthers. Niners hold on an ugly win. We get a lot of picks from both QBs. Jeff, what's your thoughts on that game, man?
It's just, it just goes to show that when you're more talented than other teams, that you're going to win. And that's what the 49ers are. Unfortunately for them, they just have more talent in Christian McCaffrey. Of course, it was the McCaffrey Bowl, and I was expecting him to kind of like go nuts or something like that because he's carrying the team. He's the best receiver. He's the best running back. Purdy, he was off last night. I mean, after last week throwing for 3 touchdowns, this week he threw for 3 interceptions. I mean, listen, this is the second game back since week 2, so I expect him to have some up and downs. Maybe he'll get back on track this week. But the Panthers, they're just bad. I mean, honestly, you take away Rico Dotto, like they'd be in the lottery runners. They'd be going for the top pick, because if it was for him and his games that, they'd be trashed. They'd be probably 3 less more wins. We talked about it in a bunch of the production. Like Bryce Young just is not it. And you can put as much talent as you want to put around him, bro. Like he's just midget football, my nigga, little giant. Like, he's just not the guy, homie. Like he's not it at all. Like again, with their. McMillan dropped a pass early on. I don't know if that messed with his confidence. He only had 3 catches, 25 yards, and a touchdown. They got down early. It was really not much they can do. And again, it just shows you one player like Christian McCaffrey can kind of just carry a team when the other team is just truly this is bad. And that's kind of what happened last night. And I'm expecting that the 49ers to bounce back. But as far as the Panthers go, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen going forward with them. It's a lot like we discussed before in the production joint. It's like, yo, you could get stuck having to pay Bryce like a couple hundred M's. Like, do you really want to do that? Like, that's not something you want to find yourself doing. And I think they need another receiver. I don't even know who their tight end is. Like they have a lot of holes to fill. What are they gonna do with Rico? He on a 1-year deal. They're gonna give him more money. What's going on with Chuba? Like now you got a backfield, but what are you gonna do other than that? But last night, it was just an ugly showing in San Francisco. So 29, that was a snoozer. I was big about halftime.
Not halftime. Jordan, your thoughts on the game last night, bro?
Yeah, I mean this game definitely was trash.
Yeah.
I mean the pick fest was crazy.
Yeah.
Like that shit was bull by shit. Like that shit was crazy. I'm like, yo, what's good with these? Like, yeah, I was trying to like help Bryce Young out. I'm like, but you're not even helping me out. Like,
right around through that pick.
You over here doing all dumb shit. Like,
the pick in the end zone. The pick in the end zone was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm just like this nigga. And then Purdy giving it right back. I'm like, yo, what's good? Like, just cut this shit out.
Crazy.
Call game. Like, fuck who wins. Like,
thunder delay last night. Like, cut that shit out. Like,
that shit was just crazy. But, like, right, the 49ers got by just off the fact that, like, right, they got more talent than fucking Carolina. Carolina, a couple pieces away. They got some pieces, though. Defense is real underrated. They do got a nice secondary. They got Derrick Brown. They got some decent. They got a nice defense. They need some more offense. They need a little bit better line. Quarterback more playmakers outside of the boy McMillan. Leggett hasn't given them what they. You feel me?
Crazy.
So they got the running backs. They need another tight end, and they need one more receiver. They get one more receiver. They get an offensive line. Then you go see with Bryce. Then to me, that's okay, Bryce. To me, that's why like if you franchise them or whatever. Mm-hmm. You just said like you franchise them, you give them some more pieces, and you like, all right, going into next year, like you just showed me that you could do it with these pieces. If not, you ain't it, and we gotta move on.
Man,
maybe Leggett has one of those Quentin Johnston years where he just bounced back the next year and just catch everything. Like,
and he disappeared after that.
Fell off again.
Start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with everybody. This game was a stinker. I'm kind of surprised, knock on wood, for Christian McCaffrey with his usage and still being healthy and like surviving the season up until this point. Like I think he's in the top 10 for receiving as a running back. Like that's crazy, especially at this point in the year.
In the league, I think in receptions, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Might be up there.
Might be up there. 1,000 season.
Yeah, but that's crazy. Shout out to him. I'm just stamping his Hall of Fame resume. And for the overall game with the quarterback, it was an ugly game. That second interception that wasn't on Bryce. That was a pass interference. So I gotta call it that. But really, I feel like Bryce, he's not good enough to be like if you put everything on his shoulders, it's not gonna end well. But I don't see if you put Bryce in that Purdy scenario where if he's well coached, he has weapons all around him, he can be a good system quarterback. And what Purdy's able to do, that's just my opinion. That's what I've seen from him. So, but again, you don't give him a receiver, not coaching, not there, no running game up until this year. He's gonna see the flaws in him. So, I still believe in him. I don't think he's gonna get the max. I feel like they're gonna. Either hit the Panthers, I feel like the Panthers, they're not gonna quit on him at the end of this year. They're gonna give him a prove it year, prove it deal to see what he can work with while still building up the team. But the Niners, they still somehow they 8-4. Like even with all the injuries that they had, especially with Fred Warner, Bosa, they lost a lot, and they somehow they're still in the fight like they always are. So. Even with the quarterback injuries, I thought they were going to make a change this game with how Purdy was looking. So he definitely got to clean it up. But them still being 8-4, it's definitely a surprise to me, based on how the injuries have played out, how the NFC has played out. But they're right in that wild card fight, and that's some teams that I think they don't want to see them, because it's like teams like in the past, like the Packers and a couple other teams that they've gotten in the way of, that they're gonna bring back some bad memories if they match up in the playoffs. So. Cut out to them get the good win.
Mac Jones, bitch. That's how they 8-4.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But with Bryce, man, Joe, I'm sorry. I'm more with Jeff, yo. It's just not it. They got about 6 games to figure out if they're gonna give him next 5th-year extension or what they're gonna do. Seriously. And you see what the Bears did with Fields. Like, nah, we can't do this shit. So I think
they did bounce on him.
Yeah, they ain't give him no extension. You know what I mean? Like, so I would do the same shit with him. Like, I just think he's not. I mean, it's okay. You know what I mean? But I just think he's not. He's smaller than fucking Fields, but he should have been a better passer than Fields. But that's about it. But the thing is that he'd be having these games would be like 120 yards, like 98 yards, shit like that, like or some other shit. So I don't know. I do like T-Mac. Leggett, he had a good first year or whatever, but then he kind of fell all the way off. They paid Chuba, so I don't know how they're gonna pay Dowdle too. So that's kind of a crazy situation too, because they paid Chuba last year. So and he not even started no more. That's a weird situation right now.
I actually got a solution for that.
All right,
it's crazy because
franchise Riku and trade him to the Cowboys. Back to the Cowboys with
GP. It is crazy, Jordan, because Chuba actually was cooking last year and shit like that. So I don't know. You're right. Defense secondary is okay. They got some defensive pieces, but it all depends on the quarterback. So the thing is that if you franchise him next year or whatever, cool. Eventually you got to pay the nigga. And if you pay him, then your other bitch is going to go down, just like the 49ers. So I just don't think he's a force multiplier. He can't make a team better. So I don't think Bryce is the guy. With the Niners, though, man, listen, they didn't bring back Alabama Mac, man. Mac Jones, because he was cooking, man. I'm telling you, yo. He was cooking.
Him back up on the fake waiver wire.
Alabama Mac, you know what I mean? Let him do his thing. A national champion.
Alabama Mac.
That's who he is, man. Pro Bowler, Mac Jones. Bring that nigga back in there.
What happened with Patriots Mac though?
I mean, he had
the first year he was cooking.
He was.
First year, Mac was cooking.
First year he made the playoffs too. The first year and made the Pro Bowl.
He wasn't cooking. He was cooking fucking pasta.
He made the playoffs.
He was cooking pasta, nigga.
He
was boiling the fucking water and making the noodles. Get the fuck out of here. He wasn't doing shit.
They made the off and he made the Pro Bowl. Get the fuck out of here, yo. And now he with the Niners with
made the Pro Bowl as an alternate, bro.
No fucking matter, yo.
He almost threw for 4,000 yards the first
get the fuck out of here.
Now that he with the Niners with Shanahan, bro, I'm telling you, he can cook over there, bro. Purdy
good this season.
Yeah, now Purdy, he might still have that toe lingering too. He ain't run like he used to a little bit either. And he making bad decisions, bro. Not throwing the ball down the field. When he do, it get picked off, man. I'll bring back Mac. That's just me.
Nah.
But he's like, nah. But
right, that boy got demoted for a reason.
But I do like the fact that they got the weapons back. Kittle looking good. Jennings is actually looking pretty good. Your boy Pearsall made some plays yesterday. And of course, you said C-Mac. C-Mac had 31 touches last night. He only paced 422, which is still less than Saquon had last year, by the way, but that's another story. But he looking good. He probably do have, 2,000 something yards or whatever total. But
if he did 1,000 running, 1,000, that'd be his second time in his career. He did 1,000 catching, 1,000 running.
it's crazy, bro. This nigga.
And only 3 running backs in history have done that. Him, Roger Craig, Marshall Faulk, and I think Roger Craig.
Yeah, Roger Craig. Yeah. So another Niner, which is crazy. But as a matter of fact, he met up with Purdy with C-Mac last night, Roger Craig. But yeah, the defense though, they lost Bosa, they lost Warner, but they playing good though. Robert Saleh, he done got to playing really, really good. He should be to me like the whatever they call it for like the
Ain't no defensive coach of the year award.
No, they got it. They got it for the like when you the OC or DC. They got a award for that shit or whatever like that.
Yeah, I think they made a new award like coordinator of the year or something like that.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he should be that.
They convoluting the game, bro. They convoluting the game.
How? What you mean, bro?
Oh, just too many participation awards. Like,
he taking these baby Niners, what he calls them, and these young boys, and they are balling out, yo. I got to give it to him, man. So, yeah, and then Saleh to me is better DC than he is a head coach, as we can see. So he should just stay there with them. He came back and they're playing good. So Niners, like Daryl said, they're gonna be a tough out. They might play spoiler. That division is crazy. You never know. But Purdy, it all hinges on Purdy. So I know Jordan hates on Matt, but you know what I mean. I'll bring him back in, whatever. So anyway, moving forward. Chiefs, back to the Chiefs. Chiefs beat the Colts in overtime. Much needed, desperate win for that team. Colts were 8-2. Chiefs wound up getting the win. Jordan, your thoughts on that game, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game. You know, the Colts had it though. Mm-hmm. They let the Chiefs, slide back in and, steal that shit at home. You feel me? And that's what the Chiefs kind of do at times to you. You get what I'm saying? So, Pat Mahomes saved the day for them. Per usual. That's the only way they do win games is when, he saved the day for them. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, they're probably a mediocre team. We beat them already, and we beat them in the Super Bowl. But hey, but nah, I'm playing. But in all seriousness, like this was supposed to be that test for the Colts, and I thought that they kind of lived up to it, but let that get away from them, man. They gave the Chiefs the game more than I think the Chiefs took it or won the football game. I think the Colts left something out there. I think they're still a good team. Danny Dimes, we said he was going to come back down to earth. He had a decent first half. In the second half, he didn't really do too much. They didn't really do too much on offense really in the second half at all. They really shut Jonathan Taylor down. So, like, the MO on the Colts is going to be moving forward. Shut him down and make Danny Dimes win the game.
Exactly.
And as time goes on, especially when they get into the playoffs, like he's won a playoff game before, I know, but I just don't trust it. I would trust, I would trust Justin Herbert before I trust Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I might trust Sunshine before I trust Daniel Jones. I see the motherfucker with a playoff game. So I don't know if he's going to be able to be what they need him to be for them to go where they want to go. Because they're not in the driver's seat, but like they're going to be set in the playoffs. I would assume have a home game because they're the division winners. So,
all right, Daryl, your thoughts on the Colts and Chiefs, man?
Yeah, watching the game, I definitely thought the Chiefs were done for, especially how the game started. I think it was like a turnover by Mahomes, and then their end zone gave them the Colts an early lead, and I thought it was going to be a recipe for disaster. But the Colts championship DNA. They just showed once you keep the window open, they're gonna find a way to get through. So the running game definitely woke up for them. I feel like this game, Hunt, he had the best game of his year so far. And when you get Pacheco back, maybe that can springboard something as far as the running game, because really it's been Mahomes that's been on their running back for real the whole year. So good, important win for them. I'm not counting out Mahomes. Like until they're mathematically eliminated, I'm not counting out Mahomes get going on the run. Just what we've seen him do. So They still, again, they put themselves in that fight, like in that crowded wild card AFC, like I mentioned. It's a tough win for them, and again, like I said, creates a perfect scenario for the NFL. 4 o'clock, Chiefs against Cowboys. Both teams need a win to keep their season alive. And it's going to be the highest rated or highest viewed Thanksgiving game of all time. And this, NFL couldn't be happy with that. The Colts, like what Jordan said, he's showing signs of how kind of like what Darnold showed last year, towards the end of the year with the Vikings. Just showing what we've seen from him that kind of limited him and had him bouncing from team to team. It wasn't all on him though. I feel like that soft penalty started to come back for the Chiefs. It got them in good field position. They scored right after that. They got the ball back, scored again. So just that collective, especially what Jordan said, the teams are finding that recipe to stop the Colts. Surprisingly, I think it started with Steelers. Again, I don't know how the Steelers defense, they were able to do it, but they shut down JT, made Danny throw the ball, put the pressure on him. And that's the recipe to beat this team, especially with how JT was going on a historic pace. He kind of slowed down past couple weeks. But that's the recipe to beat them, is put out everything on Daniel Jones' lap and see what he can do. He does got the weapons. I mean, Pierce, Warren, Pittman. He got some good receivers, but it's really just all on him. I've seen him make some clutch throws like early in the year, but just haven't seen it in a big moment. But that's, again, they still, what they've done up to this point, still got a chance to be at one of those top seeds in the AFC. I do feel like they're going to have to get, I mean, it's going to be tough to get that 1 seed, but if they can get that top 2, 3, just to get as much home games as possible until they get on the road to maybe AFC Championship. If they get it that far, that's going to be the best route for them. But this was just a championship wake up for the Chiefs. Just kept their season alive. Still, again, as far as winning the division, that's over because of the Broncos. But I still, this is the dangerous team, just because of who that number 15 in red. Once you see this, once it gets cold, once they roll it out that ball, you don't want to see him. So I still got faith in them as far as making a run. Just depends on the seeding and who they may match up first round.
Jeff, your thoughts? Chiefs, Colts.
So it's funny is like this is what the Chiefs needed. They needed to get a litmus test against one of the better teams, no matter who the quarterback was. A team leading division, high ranking, and this is typically about the time when the Chiefs start turning shit on. It's about to be December. We know Andy Reid is immaculate in December. He don't play no games, and this game was a true identity test. The Chiefs really got dirty and physical. They really beat them up. Like Kareem Hunt had 30 carries, like for his first 100-yard rushing game since November 4th of 2024 when he ran for 102. Mahomes right now is second in the league in passing yards with 29.77 and third in QBR. So, he's got the 18 tutties and the 7 interceptions. So, honestly, if you take away some of the other front runners, he's probably the most valuable player in the league. Because without him, this team would be trash. Like, let's be for real about it. They got 141 for Rashee Rice, which is their first 100-yard receiving game this season for a receiver. So this was actually one of their more complete offensive games. And they did exactly what they did to do. And like Jordan said, the Colts got up on them early, but, you could choke a motherfucker. But if you don't choke them out, like you give them a little air to breathe, the Chiefs will get off the mat and give you some work. And this is probably going to be a problem for the rest of the league because, again, this game really should have buried the Chiefs and put them away out of the playoff contention. But now that they're alive, they're going to get the Cowboys coming up on Thursday, which, that's a whole nother ball game. But, I mean, this was a total complete offense. Mahomes over 300 yards, 100-yard receiver, 100-yard running game. Like, this was completely the Chiefs in its totality. Like I said, you ran the ball 30 times. With Hunt, like, that tells you we just going to beat you up. We're going to be more physical than you. You in Kansas City. We're going to do what we want to do. And that's what it was. Now, the call, they did have a play route or a call that I thought was in their favor, which, look, man, you got the superstar 15 on the side. You're going to get some calls sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it goes. But in a testament to the Colts, they shut down, Taylor. I mean, but you only gave him 16 carries. Like, I think I'm from the old school era. Look, man, you got a workhorse running back. I don't really care what his percentage is like, what his yards at. You got to get 20, 25. And especially in a game like this, you got to give him the ball. Just keep giving him the ball. If he go 23 carries for 65 yards, you could walk away and still be like, all right, we gave our workhorse the ball as we needed to do so. Daniel Jones is having an immaculate year. Let's not get it twisted. Even though he's coming back down to earth, he's still playing better than he probably ever played with the Giants, except for that 1 year they went to the playoffs. You know, he's an upgrade from who they had last year, which is in Anthony Richardson. Like, that's the entire reason that they're in the position they're in right now. They drafted the best tight end in the league. They drafted the best tight end in the draft this season, and he's been paying dividends for him all season. He makes the game easier for Pittman, Alec, whoever they want to throw out there, Josh Downs, whoever is the receiver. The game is becoming a lot easier. And then let's not forget that the offensive play calling by the coach, he's a Super Bowl winning offensive play caller. Like, he knows how to call plays. That's what he does. So I really, this was a good game, low scoring game. I think the over under was 48.5 points. They did 43, whatever the case may be, winning overtime. But like I said, this ain't a good sign. This ain't a good sign for the rest of the league. I think the Chiefs ready to go ahead and do their December thing like they always do. They gonna eat this weekend on Thanksgiving, in my opinion, and it's about to be shit's about to get hot again.
Yeah, with the Colts, you're right. They had a game plan. We're gonna take out JT and let Danny beat, especially in that second half. I think the second half, when after it was 20-9, then the Colts had 17 yards after that or something like that, which is just bad. They didn't run the ball with JT enough. I agree with that. But again, that's the game plan. Like, I'll do the same thing. I'm loading up the box, and I'm going to make Danny beat me. You know what I mean? And seeking those receivers, beat that man coverage. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. And I think that, but they still are, got a good lead in the division. Like I said, good lead overall in the AFC. With the Chiefs, man, it's good they finally got a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver, but it's week 12. That's crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
I like that Kareem run hard, but he's not a number one back no more. Pacheco can't stay healthy to me, and he done lost his burst. They can't, like you said, Jeff, it was 100 yards on how many carries? 30 carries, 31 carries. So that's
30.
Like 3.2 a carry or something like that, bro.
3.9 yards a carry.
Yeah, they can't. None of them can't break out 30, 40-yard runs. Pacheco or Hunt, stuff like that. So there's really a lot on Mahomes. Like, always go down the field. They got to bring us. I thought they would have did it this year, honestly, but they got to bring another running back to me. I like the receiving core. Obviously, I do like Worthy, Rice. I like how they're going on, but this probably be the last year for Kelsey too. So to me, like, they got to make some off-season moves. Even if they squeak in the playoffs, they might be early out to me, the way I'm looking at it. But I just feel like the team is just not beat, and then not built for long-term playoff success. They're not mediocre. I know Jordan was joking or whatever like that, but they're not an upper echelon team to me.
Who is in the AFC though? Mine's the Patriots, but they don't have experience. So,
that's true too.
Who's the real AFC team you could say, yo, they not getting past this team? Like,
Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying. Who the Chiefs?
Know.
The Chiefs are like, they're the most experienced team with one of the better quarterbacks who've been there, but there's no one I can count on.
I can't trust the Bills. I can't
trust none of them niggas. The Ravens don't look like themselves.
But
like, I'm saying, like, if any of these teams, as far as like the Colts, the Broncos, the Chargers, have to go up against these teams who have been the class of the AFC for the last 3, 4, 5 years, can they meet that challenge? I don't know.
That's only the Chiefs for me. I don't put the Bills in that. I don't put
with
the Ravens in that. I just put the Chiefs in that category.
I mean, the crazy part is, if the Chiefs run off the next 5, niggas is cooked. The whole shit is cooked, bro.
But who they play the next 5 though?
Bro, I think this shit like a layup.
If they win the next 5, they're going back to the bowl.
They just win the next.
If they win it, I ain't gonna lie to you. If they win,
man, they got the Cowboys, the Texans, the Chargers, the Titans, the Broncos, and the Raiders. Like, yo, they can win the next 6 and be cooking.
If they do that shit, they going back.
Bro, the Broncos give them fits,
just
bro.
Like
the Broncos
we going back. We giving y'all the rematch. Y'all want to see.
I think they know that the Broncos gave them a tough time, and I trust Andy to go in there and say, you know what?
And that's on Christmas.
They only won by 3 points. They beat the Chiefs by 3.
That's on Christmas prime time at home. They win that game. They win.
Bro, yes, the Chiefs at home on Christmas night. Yes, the Chiefs
Y'all
are
not
winning that
beating the
game.
Rams again. Relax, Joy.
Yeah,
We
relax.
gonna
Like,
give y'all the matchup that y'all
this is
want to
not
see.
it's
Relax.
not Rocky and Apollo Creed. Y'all niggas they gonna keep running it back to
Hey,
back to
it's
back.
okay. We gonna give it to y'all.
Relax.
The rematch
Yo,
is coming.
like I said, the Chiefs could win like
You're
the
right,
next
Jeff. I mean, more I think about it though, not about the next 5, but about the fact that they get in the playoffs. I don't know how I'll pick to beat them in a
Yeah,
game.
like who can you count on?
And I
Maybe
can't
Sean
count.
Payton can coach it a good game, but will his players
Yeah,
execute it?
yeah. Can I count on Bo Nix in the playoff game right
I
now?
don't
I
know.
don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust Herbert
I
at all in
don't
the
know
playoff
what
game.
that's gonna look like.
You know what I mean? If he get
Like, who
there,
can we count on to say, yo, I
if
Wide
Lamar
open.
start cooking again, I guess we'll see. But you
but
know,
psychologically, is he ready?
yeah. So
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's like, ugh.
and the Bills run defense. Well, you know, horrible
Right.
too. But
That's a whole nother story.
yeah. Anyway, man, gotta talk about it. The Bears,
We don't
8-3.
have to.
Yeah,
Great.
they did
8-3.
pull out a win over the Steelers and whatnot, about 3 points in the late game. So, Daryl, what's your thoughts on the game, man?
Boy, yeah.
I'll start with the Bears, I guess. Credit to them at home taking care of business. Credit to Caleb Williams. I mean, we definitely made it easy for him on a couple of those touchdowns. Just having dudes running wide the hell open with no not that this is just letting them just scot free. Rolling up the red carpet to the end zone. Here, just take it. So, but credit to them, credit to the coaching staff. I said it a few times this year. Like we've seen the Bears win games that we don't see them winning, and this was another example of that. They were down early, they came back, and also we had a chance we had a ball at the end, a chance to either tie or take the lead, and they did what they needed to get done. So shout out to them. I mean, 8-3, definitely. This is this might be this is the surprise team of the year, as far as them being leading their division at this point. Shout out to them. But maybe pick the Steelers to just I thought we would play enough to put ourselves in position to win, and that's what we did. I didn't think there was going to be too much of a difference in the play from what we've seen with Rodgers to Mason this game, and I was kind of right on that. I mean, Mason, he did have the interception first play of the game, but after that, he was solid. Took care of the ball, made the right plays when they were there. Gainwell, he's been a great pickup for us. He had another over 100-yard scrimmage game. That fake tush push. But I don't think we're gonna do that. But I just want to say we should have kept that in the tuck. But I mean, it was a good play. It was a good play for them. But
It's cute.
just the defense. The defense is the real reason why I feel like we lost this game. One other reason why I picked the Steelers because I thought that defense turned the corner. But the same shit that I've seen over the past few years is just reared its ugly head. Like for life of me, I don't understand this soft coverage that they think is the answer. Like just letting receivers get off the brace scot-free, let them run whatever route they want. Like that first touchdown to DJ Moore. He literally was in the slot. All he did was run straight. Nobody tried to follow him or nothing. And all he Caleb, all he had to do was put the ball where it needed to be. So again, with that, I only think the change for this is coaching, but I don't see how that changing. I don't see Salma getting fired at the end of the year. I'm hoping and praying that he has a sit down with his best friend and say, hey, we got to make a change here because this soft coverage is you're not going to win. Like you have to press up, especially up with all the moves we made at secondary. I thought that was going to be our recipe. We're going to play press up man and let our edge rushers get to the quarterback. Like that should be the answer. But this soft coverage, just letting receivers do whatever they want, letting the quarterback stay in the pocket, just to let routes develop, it's not the answer. No matter who you got on the offensive side, even though we got our holes on the offensive side as far as the receiving core and the running game not being consistent. But again, the defense doing you no favors. They put us up. The TJ, he had that touchdown, put us up 14-7. I thought we were going to. I mean, that's scoring 3 touchdowns in the first half and getting up. I should have told me a sign right there as far as can we keep this up? Because usually, especially on a road like that, we don't start games off that fast. We kind of like build up into the game and try to have a miraculous comeback. But yeah, I mean, something I haven't seen before. I don't have this game like this is when mistakes would keep happening or just bad decisions keep happening. Doesn't put the confidence in this team of what they can do. And it's a shame because we got everything still in front of us. We still got 2 games against the Ravens. And like I said, we talked about the AFC is wide open if you're able to get the job done. But I don't think we're just a good enough a team to get the job done right now. So it's unfortunate. I'm still gonna be tuned in, unlike the Lakers. But we're gonna see. Again, it really all comes down to the division. But again, I don't have any confidence on what this team can do compared to what I'm seeing with other teams in the AFC, unfortunately.
We're talking about, Bears. Go ahead, Jeff. Man. Bears.
That's crazy work. That was talking about his team. That tells you a lot about the host. Right? But yeah, this was an interesting game actually. Mason Rudolph did play pretty well. He managed the game really well. Y'all ran the ball really well. The Steelers that is ran the ball really fucking well against the Bears. The Bears defense is just kind of ass, honestly, if you ask me. I mean, they just gave up over. They gave up 10 for 92 to Gainwell, 18 for 68 to Jaylen Warren. I mean, that's 150, 60, 70 yards right there rushing the ball on 28 carries. That's crazy. How y'all get that and still didn't win? That's wow. The defense for the Pittsburgh Steelers is just off, and it's just not there anymore. It's probably older. It's probably starting to transition probably into some of the younger guys getting some more playing time. You got all these high-priced free agents that you named and bought in. I think you had the highest payroll on defense this season, right?
Yep.
That's crazy, and it's not producing anything. So, maybe it's time to go in a different direction. As far as the Bears, you never know with the Bears, man. Caleb is so up and down. It's just like, you just never really know. You can't really put any full trust in him. Damn, they don't even give DeAndre Swift the ball that much either. I'm like, I'm confused, bro. Like, he had like minimal carries for 18 yards. I was just out of my mind. Yeah, I told you not to do that trade anyway. It was a dumbass trade.
He been better than the guys I traded. But anyway,
they was always trash. Trash guys trading trash guys for trash guys. Like, it's all good. But the Bears got an interesting play ahead of them. I think they got 2 against the Packers. They got the 49ers ahead of them. They got the Eagles ahead of them. They got a really tough gauntlet coming ahead. I just think this is a game they played well enough to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, whose defense is lackluster. 2 lackluster defenses versus 2 offenses that could have played more. I think Rodgers would have been a beneficiary. I think he could have actually made a difference in this game because of the run game was so well. He plays so well off having a good run game. This would have been the game Rodgers would have lit them the fuck up. Honestly, let's be for real about it, because his play action, his bootlegs, all that stuff is really good. As far as going forward, Steelers, you might as well just, try and go ahead, do your normal thing, get in the playoffs and be home by the second round. Don't be late. Dinner be ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be late. Be home by the second round. Like,
y'all better have dinner ready for us, man.
We gonna hold the couch down for you. Don't even worry, bro. We can watch the AFC Championship together. But the Steelers got to do something in this playoff.
Sucks for you guys.
Yeah, it's all good.
He gonna be the third round, right?
Be one of them bad hats.
Just in time for dessert.
But I think the Steelers do got to do something. This was exemplary game. Is they got enough options to actually have a good offense if they put it together, but the defense just got to show up. And the Bears, the Bears are getting better with Johnson at the helm and Williams. Hopefully he can get better and play within the offense, and they can find some other options and weapons and maybe make things work, because they don't even use DJ Moore like that anymore.
I think he's just All right, Jordan, your thoughts on the Bears Steelers? Yeah.
No, I mean,
Doomsday number 1 then now.
I pretty much agree with what everybody said. I mean, it was a close game. Their defense is just not what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
They had the stretch of 2-3 games, and then that happened. So, I mean, Bears are a decent team, a good team, but we're gonna show them what a good team is Friday. It's okay, but other than that, hopefully the Steelers can still make the playoffs. If they don't, it'll be a huge disappointment. Because then the Rodgers experiment was for nothing.
It was for nothing anyway.
Yeah, you're right, because they wasn't going to get there anyway with it.
Right.
But
hating. Okay.
This is the truth.
This is the truth. Yeah. I'm not even trying to hate.
This wasn't even enough.
Yeah, he's just not enough. So I don't know if y'all want to do your homework on the next set of QBs coming out and get back to me next year on what y'all think. But
either way, Rodgers 41, so he wasn't ever gonna be the long-term solution regardless. So
and you don't have a backup.
But it sucks because now he basically makes the draft stock drop. Like, now your draft pick is like mid-round now. Like,
we got 12 picks though.
That's the problem.
Picks,
like,
I know
12 picks. We gotta move up. We can move up if we want to.
You can, but it would have been better to have those extra picks along with a top high pick of your own. Like you had some shit to work with.
I do want to see Will Howard. I want to see Will Howard get a chance. So
he's an Ohio State quarterback. You know he ain't gonna do that, man.
He can break the cycle.
Yeah. supposedly he a national champion, so he should be good, right?
Supposedly he a national champion.
Yeah, he is one, but he should be good. But
around draft tape for him and the starting. Like that
is true. He is a champion.
There was another receiver too.
The biggest problem to me is the defense. All that money for all those names, and they ain't stepping up to their part. Tomlin is a defensive guy, so he's the fault and the DC coordinator. That's bad. You know what I mean? You go out, you make trades, you trade Minka for Ramsey. None of that shit is working out for me. I was happy to see TJ get a sack to pass his brother, whatever like that. That was cool. But beyond that, they didn't really do much.
Fumble.
Or a touchdown.
That's crazy work. That's script shit.
Yeah. But the offense, man, like I just think Tomlin, like he's stuck in the old, like he built the team again trying to be defensive, but they're not defensive. So when you build it that way, but you let the offensive lack, then what you going to do? Because you built it for to be defensive. You don't have a great running game. They're okay. They have good games, but they got a lot of bad games too. Your quarterback is either old or it's a backup in Mace or whatever like that. You got one good receiver really in DK. I just think that I hate that we did not draft a quarterback earlier in that draft. And that still bothers me. Because, again, the quarterbacks are hard to come by. I don't even know where you go next year at this point. Can't come back with Mace. Rodgers probably retired. The nigga at 41 and it hurt again, even though it's his wrist. I just don't know. And, yeah, it is disappointing because the Ravens were 1-5. And they probably won the division. And let them come back and hulk us, that's bad, man. Like, you know, I honestly, I was trying to trade Tomlin. I'm at that point.
Damn.
So that's a good idea.
Before, it might curse
bro, you can get a high pick for Tomlin right now. Probably like a first round pick. I would definitely trade Tomlin. Somebody, you know what I mean? I saw somebody say trade Tomlin to the Giants or something like that. I might do something like that. So, because when he leave, he is going to be highly sought out because he got, you know, Super Bowl, all those wins or whatever like that. So I would trade him. But, you know, we'll see if we can get there or not. Disappointing. With the Bears, though, bro, now, unlike some other teams, the Bears beat the Cowboys by like 3 touchdowns or whatever like that. So I don't know what's going to happen on Friday. We're going to see. But I will say that Caleb had 4 touchdowns with the Cowboys, by the way, just to be clear. But I will say that, you know, they should use Swift more. I like what the boy Dan, the head coach or whatever like that. Not Dan, what's his name?
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson. Yeah. I like what he doing, slowly developing. Caleb got to make more on time plays. Caleb, one thing he don't do though, he don't throw picks. Huggins was working for him right now, but we'll see.
That don't throw picks. They just take hella fucking sacks.
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna hurt even more.
He's taking less this year though than he did last year, so I'll give him that. But this week is gonna be a big test for them because they've been beating up on, you know, not us but some other bad teams or whatever to get to that 3 record. So gonna be a huge test for them. So you know we're gonna see, but you know we'll see how it goes. I'm watching Friday, definitely just for you, Jordan. Whatever.
Just for you, Jordan.
Speaking of bump teams, the Raiders and the Browns.
Browns.
Browns beat the Raiders as I predicted. Whatnot.
I picked the Browns.
Huh?
I picked the Browns.
Okay. I mean the Browns were 2-8. No, they were 2-8. You know what I mean? They beat the Ravens. Shador got his first win. Jeff, that shit your team. What you think about that game, man?
Well, that was a good game for Shador. I like it.
I'm sorry. Also, Chip Kelly got fired from being the OC too a couple of days ago.
That was smart. That was smart. A little late, but that was smart. We need to fire Gino and Pete. All that shit. Las Vegas Seahawks need to fly back west. Fuck that shit. Like, but no, you know what? That game was honestly, you know, I said to myself, I said, damn, I hope Shador don't beat Geno Smith, like, and just hold on to the ball and take a lot of beatings and stuff like that. But he played well. He played really well, in my opinion. 11 for 20, 200 yards, a touchdown, an interception. The interception, it's gonna happen. All these young guys throw a pick early. At least he ain't throw it on his first pass. You know, it is what it is. but I think that he's going to suit well in the NFL. I don't know how high I want to rank him as far as skill level. Right now, he'll be a game manager. He'll play well as a game manager. 20, 25 passes, not a lot. Get maybe 200 yards, so forth. But he's got to get some more weapons in Cleveland. They don't have anything to throw to. I mean, throwing to Jerry Jeudy, who thought he was playing fucking flag football and tried to do it.
That shit was crazy.
On the fucking pill. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? They have Junkins. Junkins, I think, fumbled too. So, I mean, this is just a whole lot of young guys in Cleveland. So, I hope it goes well. The game itself was trash. I mean, we did what we do. I was just happy Geno ain't throw a pick the first pass. So that ended the streak with that right there. We don't give Jesse the ball enough.
No,
we have no receivers. We haven't had any receivers all season, and I just don't understand why we didn't address that at all this all season. We didn't even bring anybody in, and the one guy we did have, we finally traded him away to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brock Bowers is our only real option and threat, and that just can't be the case. Defense is trash. All of our corners are pickups and what have beens from other teams. The only trade capital we have is Max Crosby, and we'd be stupid to get rid of him. We better off just paying a whole bunch of people to come play with him. So what eventually we're going to see is, the Raiders are going to have to make some decisions this offseason. I think, like I said, we just tank. Just lose the rest of the games. Like, just go ahead and get ready for the next game. Yeah, and just get the high draft pick. We got picks from when we traded players. We got third rounders. We could trade. We got like 3 third rounders. We can turn into a second rounder, move forward like that. As far as the Browns go, now Shedor's going to start this week again, so we're going to get to see how that works. A second week practicing. Again, he doesn't really have any receivers. Jerry Jeudy's a good receiver. He's a really good receiver. He got Fannin as a tight end. Then you also have
Fannin. Yeah.
I do too. He's a big guy. And Njoku as a tight end. Tight ends are normally young quarterbacks' best friend. So we'll see. As long as Myles Garrett can be out there causing havoc on the other end, giving you more opportunities, I think they'll be good. But I was happy to see Shedeur get in, play pretty well. The pick I wasn't even worried about. He's just young. He gonna throw a pick. He looked poised in his throws, his arm strength, the 53-yarder, the arm strength looked good there. Because I heard a lot of reports doubting his arm strength, saying he didn't have a really strong arm. He threw that. That was a really good throw to me. And he plays well. So, it is what the game was, but it was more about the Shedeur thing.
Drew, your thoughts on all that?
Yeah, I mean, I was happy for Shedeur to get the win and play pretty well. Kind of, I don't want to say shut some people up, but definitely showed that he can play quarterback in this league. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know it was the Raiders, they're not that great this year, but, it was just good to see him get the dub and play well, and hopefully, it continues. And maybe the Browns get a spark, and obviously they're not doing anything, but, maybe he can give them a spark. He can maybe be the next big thing since LeBron. Who knows? In Cleveland, like, you know what I'm saying? That would be cool. So, as far as the Raiders, I think I said this in the chat, or I said this to somebody. I think I said this to another Raiders fan. I'm like, I just wish all their best players would ask out. Like, or just ask to be traded, because it's really like a black hole. Like, it's really like a black hole. It's just
you're being dysfunction. Trade, man.
It's dysfunction. It's just fucked up for a legendary franchise just to be this shitty. Like,
what happened to Chip when he got to Ohio State last year? How the fuck you fall off that quick?
It's college, and they had the best players
on
the planet.
Right.
We had Quinshon Judkins and Trevion Henderson.
That's crazy.
Like, when people sit there, yeah. Like, come on.
He got Alshon Jeffrey now, who was better than both of them in college or whatever. Like,
no, he played at Boise State. He didn't play enough against competition.
We had both of them niggas. Like,
okay,
that is crazy.
So, I just
basically Chip better for college, I guess. I don't know.
He is. Some players, some coaches are. We know that. Okay. He better because he always gonna have the best athletes in the world versus teams.
Right.
That
we had
you want to play us this year?
Yeah. We had Emeka Egbuka. Like, think about it. we had Egbuka. We had Jeremiah Smith. Tate. Like,
Will Howard.
Chip. Yeah, it was coming.
Makes sense.
This play calling been horrible, but that's why I got fired. But Darryl, your thoughts on the game, man?
Yeah, I was rooting for the Raiders because I'm just never going to root for anything positive for the Browns. That's just is what it is. But shout out to the Shador. Debut first Browns QB to get the win in their debut. So credit to him. I feel like he can be a shot of energy for that team. I saw like they showed Myles Garrett when he threw that 50-yard pass. Him like just never seeing that before from his quarterback. So could be just a shot of just them going to the right direction. But in the end, I think the Browns are just going to always be the Browns for me. The Raiders, I mean, I said it, well, in hindsight, this probably it was not a good choice. But even a couple of drafts back, I thought it was a mistake letting teams jump ahead of them to get a quarterback. But with that quarterback class, and maybe it's not much of a big deal now, but that's the first step into them going to the right direction. They have to find their next franchise quarterback because everything just falls into place after that. We've seen it with the Patriots. It was a little tough stretch with after Brady retired, but to get a young quarterback, everything's in play. Well, you still got to fill out the roster with good GM moves and stuff like that. But that is the starting point as far as going to the right direction. So until they fix that, we're going to keep seeing seasons like this from them. But the Browns, they got a lot of young talent, especially on the offensive side of the ball. This is going to be curious to see what happens with Myles Garrett because, I mean, with a couple of wins here and there.
He just got paid. He ain't going nowhere.
No, nowhere.
He just got paid like
nowhere.
Year, yeah.
He started
before he was leaning towards writing another letter again to the Cleveland talking about. So I don't know. I mean, he could be
signed the contract. Shit.
That's true. Him and actually this is kind of weird because him and both from the other side from the Raiders, him and Max, they both kind of in the same position for real. So until they maybe speak up and take matters in own hands, this is kind of how it's going to be their career kind of plays out. But they still going to put up individual numbers as far as their case. But as far as like get into that next caliber, as far as having that name known or having those playoff moments, not seeing that from them. But all in all, good game for Shador. I think they now announce him as a starter this week, even with Gabriel coming back. So there might be some shakeup there. It's going to be this last couple of games is probably going to decide whether the Browns go into next season with them too as well, and it's continuing to see if we're making that decision. But I don't think they're going to draft another quarterback into that room, especially if they had like 4 or 5 quarterbacks to start the year. I don't think they want to do that this year. But they for the roster, they got some pieces. This is one of the top defenses throughout the year, but they just don't have the offensive production to match it. But yeah, good win. But again, Browns are always going to be the Browns for me. So
shit, they could dump all them quarterbacks and go fucking get one, man. Nobody's.
I agree with that, but for the Raiders, man, I don't even know what to say about them no more, man. But hopefully, whoever in there let Genty run the ball because that's what Chip was not doing. So hopefully, that's what happened. And Genty running the ball would have helped with Gino and whatnot. So, so that was bad.
This is gonna piss me off because we're gonna fuck around and win a couple games now. And that's what I don't be liking. Like we be winning at the end of the year, and I'm like, why are we doing this now?
I mean, Pete got to do something, man. They brought the nigga out the nursing home. He got to win some games, brother. So he got to, figure out what he gonna do. And hopefully let Genty run the ball. Genty is talented, yo. So I feel bad for him, man. With the Browns, man, Miles got 18 sacks. Bro. He's gonna break the record this year by a lot. Wow. He on pace for 28 sacks. The record's 22. He got 18 already. So shit is crazy, bro. That defense is really, 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 really good. That's why I picked them to win that game too, because like it's a shame for that defense because you know what's crazy to me about the Browns? They so dumb. If they would have just kept Jameis with that defense, they really might be a playoff team this year.
I don't know, man. Jameis do some stuff sometimes,
bro.
I fuck with Jameis.
Jameis better than.
I fuck with that touchdown.
Jameis better than every quarterback they had this year. If they would have had that defense with Jameis, they might be a playoff team, bro. I'm just saying. So. But Shador I thought played okay. I think he got the win because of who they played against. I thought he was okay in his debut. The fucking Browns had 10 sacks, so he always had the fucking ball back and shit like that, which is crazy in a game. You know what I'm saying? Because again, Gino don't know how to get rid of fucking balls. So they had 10 sacks this week against the 49ers. And that defense going to be a real test for Shedeur. I agree with whoever Daryl think. Let him play the rest of the year. Gabriel got 6 games. Let him get 6-7 games. But Gabriel he really is better than Gabriel. But I don't know if he's really a starting quarterback yet. I got to see more.
And see superstar quarterback. He's a game manager to me. He, like I said, 11 to 22 passes.
But he don't think that about himself though. So that's not.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like,
right.
in this position first, motherfucker. Like,
you think he legendary, like you always say. Yeah. So I just don't. I don't know. Like I love to see the test this week. He did have a good pass. The touchdown was really more of a run than a pass from I don't know who that was, or whatever like that. But that was a good pass. But I need to see more. I'm with Jeff though, man. If he don't ball out, I'll draft somebody again next year. Like
ask somebody fuck else, bro. Yeah, a 5th round pick. What you lose? Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So I would or see if somebody want him. Fuck it. Get another pick.
You can call Mac Jones, bitch. That nigga pay to a contract.
There you go, Jordan. Call the nigga back.
Yeah, bro. The nigga won 5 games.
Yeah. It ain't San Fran.
That's true too. But they do got a defense though. A hell of a defense over there. So I don't know. But I didn't see more. I'm happy he got his first win. Shout out to him or whatever like that. We'll see how things go. But the Browns are the Browns, man. Like they had fucking Baker in the building. And they got rid of him. So who the fuck knows what they're gonna do with the Browns?
Oh, what's the name? Deshaun. What are they gonna do with Sean come back?
Like, and he still get paid. Well, no, he's still in the books. Right.
He gonna retire with a check.
Just crazy, bro. With that
man, he rubbed it for a few asses.
I mean, you know what's crazy too? I think they said that was his first time on a road trip.
Yeah.
This season.
If I'm Gabriel, I'm tight.
Watson?
Yeah.
If I'm Gabriel, I'm tight. Like, come on, bro.
Why?
I get it. Because he wasn't on the road for Gabriel, but for Shedeur. I don't know. Says a lot about the locker room, how they feel about it.
I think the locker room like Shedeur. I think the fans like Shedeur. I just don't know if he's the starter, the long-term starter. I mean, and also if
the head coach and owner likes Gabriel, though, that's the problem.
Also, if he is, right. I feel no, not the head coach. Yeah, the head coach do. The owner like Shedeur. The head coach like Gabriel.
Yeah, right.
If he is though, I feel bad for Shedeur. He ain't gonna win shit in Cleveland, so I feel bad for him too. On the other end,
fucking weapons there, man. Like, who the fuck are you gonna throw the ball to, my boy?
I mean, I get it, bro, but that
ain't no free agents coming to Cleveland anyway, so they got to either draft or bust.
And Stefanski, he probably get fired either way. I'm not gonna lie to you because if they keep losing, he'll get fired. If Shedeur play great, they're gonna be like, why the fuck ain't best starter? He'll get fired still. So he'll get fired regardless.
I think he's gonna stay. He get a leash.
Yeah.
But this year was a quarterback.
I think he's gonna stay too.
Yeah, he get a leash. He like, yo, we giving you 5 options. Figure that shit out.
We'll see. Next up, Jeff Packers Vikings. We talking that game, man.
Jordan Love played well. JJ McCarthy looked like a bad pick to me. I don't know.
He is. He's a bust.
Yeah,
Top
he's a bust. Book it. Like, I don't know what the fuck they was Kevin O'Connell was thinking with that shit. Like, he was out of his mind. Bring back Wentz. Look, I mean, they just better than the Vikings. No matter who you run it, they ran the ball down their throat. If it was gonna be Jacobs or Wilson, either one of them, the nigga really cooked it up. They ran it down their throat. They better. I'm happy to see Watson performing like somewhat of a number 1 receiver, just somebody to stand out because they got a room full of 2, so they kind of need somebody. Watson was playing well last year before he tore his ACL. Good to see him come back, kind of get back into that role again. He's about like 6'2". He get good hand radius, good catch radius, so forth and so on. The defense, Micah's gonna do his thing. Micah, Gary, all them dudes on the front, Quay Walker, all them. The Russian, against the Vikings, it was going to be easy because McCarthy just held the ball the whole damn time. So it was really like feasting on Thanksgiving, but not Thanksgiving at that point. But I'm just saying, so this game was kind of like, it is what it is.
Daryl, Jags, and Cardinals overtime game. Was overtime?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't really pay too much to the game. It was like I feel like it was the battle of the mid for real. But yeah, I mean, Jags pulled it out. I mean, I feel like Jacoby, his arm might fall off. Like, this is how much he's throwing over the past couple of weeks. And even with what's the name, Junior being out. I mean, Michael Wilson, he stepped up the past couple of weeks to over 10 catches. I think both games, over 100 yards, both games. It kind of brings the question: is like if Junior was healthy, would he be doing the same? I don't know. I don't know.
So. With Brissett, maybe. Maybe not with Kyler, but with Brissett, Brissett be slinging.
Yeah, I think we talk. Yeah, we talk. He ain't scared to throw the ball.
Yeah, I fuck with Brissett.
Yeah, I bet you do. You fuck with Sunshine too, nigga. Don't get it fucked up.
That was your man.
That was you named the Sunshine, motherfucker. Like,
but him, I mean, Lawrence, he had 3 picks, but they still got what they needed to do to get the win. ETN is having a bounce back year for his career, but this is a good win for the Jags to keep them in that playoffs wildcard hunt.
All right, enjoy last one, Giants and Lions.
Yeah, this was an interesting game. It was a high-scoring game. Lions defense ain't it. Lions defense not winning nothing. The Lions ain't winning nothing with that defense. You feel me? That shit is straight Swiss cheese. Yeah, Jameis Winston ripping through that.
That play was crazy.
First of all, he beat the dude after the ball threw was in the air. Like he jumped, he made an adjustment to get in front of him, catch the ball, and stiff-armed him. And like, oh, that's crazy. Like, for a backup quarterback.
And that was a linebacker too. What did he beat? That was a linebacker he stiff-armed.
Oh, okay. Damn. That's embarrassing.
That shit was, I'm like, yo, they out here acting wicked on these boys. So the Lions better get that defense together. They going home in the first round like they did last year.
I say Jameis, man.
First round. They might not make it. First round.
So. Yeah, shit.
Shit.
They get that division though. Nah, they got that division. That division.
Who?
Bears got the division right now.
They
play the Packers in the second. Year.
A whole bunch of teams I don't trust. Like, what the fuck? It's like that's the cheating division. Like, I don't trust none of them niggas. Like,
they got the Packers, they got the Rams coming up, and then they got the Bears at the end of the year.
If the Lions go from 15-2 to not making the playoffs, that's crazy. I don't know.
Change their coach anyway.
Y'all like that gambling. It's gambling ass. Jeff, what's up with the Pickles, man?
All right, so you already know, like you said from the jump, my boy. You already know what's up in the front. So the 3 games this week was the going into the week. It was me, then Mike, then Justin, Toby, and Daryl, Ty, Jordan in the basement. So this week we got I'm leading the division 26-11. I'm gonna run away with this shit. Right behind me is Mike at 24-13. Toby and Justin 22-15. Jordan and Daryl tied for 20-17. So the games I'll be talking about this week, and we can kind of throw a mixture in there too if you might be complaining, but Detroit and Green Bay, Philly, Chicago, Buffalo and Detroit.
Buffalo, Detroit? They play? No,
Buffalo and Pittsburgh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
that's
how
fine.
it is.
All right, Daryl, who you got, man?
Hold on, shit.
So, damn, that Packers Lions. I'm gonna go with the Lions since they at home. You said Eagles Bears. That's the second game.
Of course.
I'm gonna go Eagles, and I'm gonna go Bills. Bills. Yep.
Yeah, don't forget you picked the Raiders last week either.
Yeah, look how that.
And you played Pittsburgh. Look how that played out. Yeah. Fuck, man. Who you say you got? You got what?
I got Lions, Eagles, and Bills.
Okay. This is gonna be an easy week. Go ahead, Jordan. We know what you got.
That's the same thing. Lions,
I know.
Eagles, Bills.
That's why I said we know what you got. Mike?
Oh, I got
same thing.
Yeah, I need the Lions. I need the Lions for my ticket. So we gotta go with Lions. I want to say Bears, but I'm gonna go Eagles. I'm gonna say Bills.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the Lions played? Green Bay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Philly. And then I'm gonna go Spurs at home. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go with Buffalo. Excuse me.
What?
I'm definitely thinking the Lions gonna take an L. They just look trash against the Giants. Yikes. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, the Packers could get them, bro. But the Packers won the first game. I don't know if they could sweep the Lions this year.
I don't know either. But you know what? The funny part is this game right here is it's in Detroit. Okay, and it's on Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be the Lions gonna win. But I'm
nah. You're keeping the Packers. All right, man. So we all guess with that. for the Pickles. Yeah, it's all wax. You got time to change, obviously, and we'll get Toby picks later on.
It's all right, Mike. It's gonna be a long weekend for you, homie. Don't even worry, my boy. Long weekend for you, my nigga. Long weekend.
Listen, any given Sunday, right?
Yo, I've been reading more reports than normal this week. Why,
nigga? Let your boy get in the off.
Sleep, homie. Go for the season.
Take care of business, Mike.
Bulletin board material. See, first Toby, now you. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Whoever did with that comment, appreciate that. Wish you always like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys, Jeff, Jordan, and Daryl. For everybody else, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. Be safe with your families, and we'll be back next week for another show. For that, Beyond the Trenches. Peace. All right.